And then I was thinking, what city is the most ocean-like? And I think Venice.
I like where this is going.
You guys roleplay here as the mayor of Venice. I come up to you, and I'm like, you guys got a pretty cool tourist destination, but everyone's heard of Venice. Like, people come here to see it, but, like, they come once. And you got all these gondolas going back and forth. What if you replace all the gondolas with whales that people ride on?
New tagline for Venice. Venice, you'll have a whale at a time.
And you don't even need anything better than that, because it won't fucking matter.
And of course you would pay the whales, because pro whale wage.
Whale wages.
Of course, whale wage. You guys, like, this is perfect. Just all the gondolas are now just in the way. So, no more boats, all whales in Venice. As the mayor, do you agree?
I think it actually doesn't matter, because a whale can beat a gondola.
Right, like, your gondolas are gonna get destroyed anyway.
You make an offer, of course, but it's not really their, like, this is kind of the same way that, like, in The Godfather, offers are made.
Yeah, a phase-out policy.
Yeah, you let them leave with their dignity.
How are the whales gonna fit?
So there are smaller whales. There's, like, some species of whales, I forget the name off the top of my head, but they're, like, maybe, like, 9 feet to 12 feet long. And there's sizes in between. So you have definitely some transport whales.
Because, yeah, the waterways in Venice get pretty small.
There's a big one in the middle where you can put basically any whale.
And they have, like, little arch bridges that go over them. They have to fit under that. I guess they can go underwater.
Think of a whale system where you pass off between, like, your, like, 15-foot whales down to, like, orcas, or something.
Also, I like the idea of, like, whale police.
Whale police is a wonderful conversation of words.
So, this is a pretty easy sell, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Twist. It's time for more whale crimes. This was the setup.
Ooh.
Is this just the Italian Job meets Free Willy? Is this basically what you're doing here?
This is basically what I'm doing. So, I was thinking what crimes I can do with whales. And I was thinking, like, small ball stuff originally. Like, you have a whale, you train him to go on the beach, you, like, have the beach whale, all the people get distracted, go check out the whale, and you go on the beach and steal all their shit. All small time stuff. No, we're going big. We are gonna steal the Guggenheim in Venice. It's not the biggest Guggenheim. There's a Guggenheim with all their fancy artwork. It's based in a small building that was originally somebody's house. The building's about 40 feet by 100 feet. The other thing is, Venice is built on, like, they got, like, their sidewalks, but it's really just wooden piles underneath. So basically, once you've replaced all the boats, and including the police boats, with whales, you have a few whales sneakily getting rid of the silt layer on the floor with their tails, exposing the wooden timbers, and then one night, you tie some ropes around, you have the whales break those timbers, and you take the Guggenheim Museum physically out of the sidewalk.
It's the perfect crime. And what's great is that they can't even fight against it, because if you criminalize whales, only criminals will have whales.
It's not the perfect crime yet, Ben.
Oh god, it gets better?
The first problem that I ran into was, are the whales going to be able to do this?
You mean like physically?
Physically, like, is this going to happen? So I had to do some math. I did the math on this one too, guys. The average weight of a building, based on my Googling, is 375 pounds a square foot. Given the area of the Guggenheim Museum, 40 by 100, it's going to be 1.5 million pounds. So, first question, does it float? Answer, yes.
Check mark?
Check mark. Perfectly. Assuming it doesn't fill with water, you might have to do, like, a little bit of a prep job where, like, you seal up some areas, but it's actually buoyant at about 6 feet. So it's only naturally going to sit 6 feet in the water.
That's not bad. That's workable.
Second problem. Can the whales pull it through the water? It's pretty big. The average, either blue whale or killer whale, you can have your choice. I think the killer whales are a bit more thematic. Can produce about 60 kilonewtons of force. Given your drag area of 240 square feet and your coefficient of friction of a long rectangle, you're gonna need some whales to do it. And here's where I ran into a problem. With 3 whales pulling, your top speed maxes out at 1.2 miles per hour. Not great.
That's pretty slow.
Yeah, it's a gentle walk.
And you have some time, like, it's dead of night. No one's expecting this.
I think Venice has a pretty, like, early curfew, too.
Right. And you're going to be able to do some street blockades with your whales. But you can do better on the speed. So what I did is you send out some diving whales. You get an old ship hull, and you put the Guggenheim into that ship hull. Now your coefficient of friction drops from 0.82, which is your multiplier,
oh god,
down to 0.804 for a streamlined surface. Now, with 3 whales, you got 5.5 miles an hour of pulling power here. So this is a reasonable getaway speed. So there is a problem with Venice in that it is very far from the ocean proper. But here's what I'm thinking. It's going to take you a while to get onto the ocean, like days. But what are they going to do?
Oh no, the whales are going away slowly.
They can't stop it.
They're not really going to know that you're behind it, right? They're just going to think the whales are kind of doing it on their own.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone knows that whales are purveyors of fine art.
And this is where I think there might be problems. So imagine you are Sir Naval Officer of the Italian Navy. No research done there. And you have your battleship, and you've now caught up to the museum. What do you do?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, because you can't hurt the whales because then like PETA will be all over you.
Yeah, and you.
Like animal rights.
Also, you got more whales.
That's true. There's a lot of whales.
Like if you do anything to the whales at all, animal rights activists are going to be all over you.
Yeah, that's just like an incident at that point, and you don't want to be on that side of PETA.
Yeah, you can't have this. You can't have this bad publicity because you're also Venice. You're a tourist destination. No one wants to visit the place of whales that killed the whales. Like you're gonna get SeaWorld reputation.
Whales are your brand. You're right.
They could turn that into its own tourist site.
The whale, like
See our wonderful whale graveyard.
everything the light touches is Venice. What about that dark area? That's the whale graveyard. We don't go there.